All right, retirement plus 6 months. So I've been retired for 6 months. It's now October. I retired the end of April 2024. What have I learned? Well, what I've learned is life happens. You can do whatever you want because you got the time. And my air conditioner just went out. That's gonna be $10,000. That's 5 Social Security checks. That's amazing. But life happens because the air conditioner is 13 years old, and it's gonna break down because everything breaks down. So you got to be prepared. And I consider myself pretty well prepared because I have 2 pensions. I've got the military pension, which is, watch my other videos. Military is the best deal going, folks. Young folks need to join the military. And I'll continue the conversation because it's important to know. And I got another pension from working with the government for 22 years, Veterans Affairs. So I kept it going. And actually, my military pension is worth more than my other job. My 20-year military pensions gives me more money each month, plus health care, compared to my other government pension that I spent 22 years in and made a whole lot more money. But then again, also got the 401k, and I took Social Security at age 62. And I've got rental income, so I'm much better off than most. I consider myself a top 40%. I feel I did everything as best as I could. Could you have done better? Of course. Are there a whole lot more people worse off than me? Of course. But, you gotta watch out for expenses. I bought a new car, 2023, before I retired. I also bought my toy. Mercedes hardtop convertible. Again, you can watch my other videos because this is more like tracks of my life of what I'm doing, and that's what YouTube's good for. It's like you journal your life. Since I traveled, I went a month in Colorado. Right, just get in a car and go, and hike through Colorado. Spent time with my daughter that, she's in her late 20s. Single, making more money than I ever made because she has her PhD. And so I hiked through Colorado, which was amazing. And you got to do it while you're young. I'm just back from running a couple miles. So you got to stay healthy, folks. Just hiking was another learned experience where there's a lot of older women that are hiking now or seeing the national parks. So what have I learned? Life's gonna happen. 10 grand for an air conditioner system. That's a big hit. I sold my hardtop convertible Mercedes. I'm still looking for another little convertible because that's what I want to do. I've noticed, when I sold the Mercedes, a lot of older guys in their 80s, and they're starting to realize they've got money, but they don't have their health. And same with my health. Hips hurt, back hurts. That's part of life too. So enjoy it while you can, because your health is going to be a big issue. Health insurance is going to be a big issue. Too much togetherness with the spouse is an issue, because I don't count her money, but she sure does like to spend, and money's not the issue. It's more the clutter. And I've met this with other guys too, because a couple of my buddies in their 50s already had heart problems because they got the big guts. And other guys with their spouse, and they discover they like to shop. And shopping's not the issue. It's buying a lot of junk they'll never use. My wife's got thousands of shoes she'll never wear. Tags still on them. Clothes still on them. And again, I was talking to my daughter who's in her late 20s. Same thing with her. She's got clothes with tags on she'll never wear. And she's already starting to give them away to charity. To Goodwill. Because now she's preparing for a move. And don't move. I keep telling her, don't move. She gets mad. But now you're going to move all this junk. And I can't call it junk. So you got to start getting rid of stuff probably in your 50s. Because if you move and downsize or move to a different location, then you got to move it. Because I've been moving stuff for a long time. I was in the military. And it's like, you don't need a lot of stuff. I've been, one example is, wife's got a broken mirror that we've been lugging around for 15 years because she's got a project for it that she will never get to. And I talk to other people. They've got projects. They're going to do arts and crafts. They're going to do plants. And they don't get around to it, and it's 10 years after retirement. That's why I don't collect stuff. If you're going to travel, great. But make sure your spouse is into it. Because my spouse, that was my retirement plan. I was going to travel. But we did a 3-week China tour and found out wife is not a good traveler with me. Packs too much stuff and thinks China is going to be like America and becomes the ugly American when you realize they're not as clean. Going to the bathroom in a hole. This is not what she experienced. And that's in a restaurant. The hotels are okay. The Western toilets, they don't all have Western toilets. And that's a big issue when you go to China. So, and when you get older, you got health issues, you're not going to be able to do stuff like that. But I don't want to make this video too long. Thumbs up, subscribe, and watch the journey. This is what I've learned so far. Life goes on. And, pay attention to inflation and your expenses.